Yes, hi everybody. Very good evening. I am your presenter today. This is Gopal. So I would like all of you to interact over chat, and if you can say hi all. Yeah, hi Pradeep, very good evening. Thank you so much for the first one to say hi and welcome. All right, Pradeep, all of you here, if you can just also share from Mumbai. Okay, yes, exactly. That is what exactly I'm saying. Amrita is from Mumbai. Pradeep, where are you from? You can just put you in the chat so that I just get to know from where all we have the participations. All right. So Sarojini says hi. Hi Sarojini, and hello Deepak. Hi. Okay. Pradeep Kumar from UP. Good. So we have one representation from Maharashtra, one from UP. Sarojini Devi, how about you? I normally do this. I don't know, for a very strange reason. I'm very keen to know which state has the maximum participation. So we currently have only two states. We have Mumbai and UP here. I'm wondering where Sarojini is from. Sarojini, you can just mention where you're from. I'm from Hyderabad. All right. Good. So we have three states here. We'll wait for a few more minutes. I think others are also yet to. All of us who are here, do we have engineers? What is your background? You can just mention. You can just say that I'm currently employed, or fresher, or a student, something like that. Hi Pooja. Okay, so we have Pooja joining from Agra. Very good. And all of you, hello, welcome to PG. Okay, right. So I'm working as technical writer. I have 8 years of experience. Pradeep Kumar, that is very good. All right. I'm currently employed as data standard analyst and CRO. That is very good. That is very interesting. I would like to know Pradeep. Pradeep has already 8 years of experience. So I'm just wondering or curious that I think that's very interesting that Pradeep would like to learn more about technical writing. That's very good. How about others? Maybe Pooja or Sarojini would like to know. I'm a teacher, exactly. That is very good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of teachers and professors and lecturers are actually catching up for technical writing, which is actually gaining quite a lot of importance and popularity among various industries and various domains as well. So good, Pooja ji. I'm currently working as a content writer. Sarojini Devi, that's very good. Okay, you're already there. You're almost there. Pradeep is that who is already a technical writer, and I think Sarojini Devi says she is content writer. So she's also indeed the content stream. Yeah, pretty much a very valid reason for you to join today's session. I think we are actually at dot 4 o'clock, and yes, welcome. You're welcome, Pooja. And we'll wait for another 2 minutes maybe. And all right, we have a few more people, so let others not lose. So I'll just wait for a few more minutes, maybe 2 more minutes, and we can start right away. No wonder that every time we host, we have interest from various backgrounds, maybe those who are working in schools, colleges, and also who are working as content writer and maybe want to graduate or upgrade or upskill themselves as technical writers. All right, so we have Gopinath as well. Gopinath, welcome to the session. And I'm just requesting all of us here to, just put a word in chat box, their name and where they're from and what is their background. I mean, are they employed currently or, or whatever they are doing in their profession. So I would appreciate if you just all can put your location and what you're doing. All right. Okay, so one last minute we are waiting. Maybe the weekend is catching up. Not too many participants this time, but nevertheless, all those who are here, and I think are pretty serious about technical writing, or at least curious about technical writing. Yeah, we also have our support team. We'll also be posting an attendance sheet in the chat box. So I request you to keep an eye on the chat box, and my sincere request is to put your attendance so that we know that you have attended the session, and whenever required, you can also reach us, and we'll also be in touch with you for any queries that you may have. So this is just a contact point. This is definitely not a spam way of reaching all guys. So yes, thanks, Mr. Gopinath. I think he's from Chennai, Professional Finance and Administration. Okay. I like the way you have already put it. Name, location, profession, professional. All right. So you pretty much. So that shows that you have some inclination towards the content. The way you are presenting, I like it really. All right. So keep an eye on your chat box, and please mark your attendance. It will help all of us for further communication. Yeah, Aishwarya, we have, yes, Aishwarya Manjrekar from Mumbai, and I'm currently employed as content writer for a pharma company. Very good, very good. All right, thank you so much, Pooja. I don't know, I mean, women or ladies or girls are, I don't know, these days quite fast and first to go. So thank you so much, Pooja. And I would request others as well. Right. So I see most of them are women here, women power. All right. Okay, so shall we start? We have a few more people joining. Okay, right. So what we'll do is, I think we'll start. We are already 4:03. Mark my attendance. Thank you so much, Amrita. I really appreciate it. Please keep an eye on attendance, and please mark your attendance. It helps us to reach you and help you with any other queries, and it will help you as well to get in touch with us in any queries. All right. So yes, with that note, let us begin. All right. So just a second. What I will do is I will just quickly share my desktop, and you'll be able to see, and we'll quickly go through some references. It is there. It is not a typical presentation or PPT, not like that. I will just try to understand what the session is about, and we'll try to more about that. And of course, these slides or this presentation will help us being in control and focus on what we are supposed to do. So just give me a minute. All right, I'll share my screen. Okay. Okay, so yes, please allow me to share my screen now. Okay, so yes, so here we are, a very interesting, very upskilling, something that is in demand, has been growing very fast over a couple of years, and definitely at least for the next decade, something called technical writing is really going to be on the top of the profession, and one of the most sought after programs, and in the entire industry, covering all the domains. All right, so we'll quickly see what this program is about and what are we going to learn through this. All right, so thank you so much for your session, and I'm sorry, maybe we already started on time, but let us begin, and thanks for your patience. Okay. Yeah, so one more reminder, please do not miss to put your attendance in the sheet. Please check your chat box and mark your attendance. All right, so let me quickly begin with a very brief introduction about myself. My name is Gopal, and I'm currently based out of Bangalore. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I started working from the year 1998, or you can say 1997, 98. And right from my first job, I started writing. Right, I started writing about machineries. I started writing about installations, implementations for maintenance manuals, repair manuals, and more because I myself was interested. I started writing apart from my regular job. I was not paid anything extra for that, but that is how my writing journey began without even my knowledge. I'm talking about way back, almost more than 20 years now. And my interest, my passion in writing is what got me into technical writing full time later. And as a full time employer, I was employed with Infosys Bangalore for about 10 years. I came out of Infosys in 2015 as a content architect, wherein till then I was handling around 4 teams of around 4 to 5 people each, that close to 20 people, and it gave me an opportunity to interact with various stakeholders and various customers across the globe. All right. So apart from technical writing, I've been also doing translation and localization, and that is how I got to interact with a lot of international customers across the world. All right. So that's a quick introduction about myself, and we'll start to begin with. Okay. Okay. Just a second. All right. So what I'll do is we'll quickly go through these some of the references, and you might want to put your questions in the chat box. What I would recommend is we will keep last 10 minutes as the question answers, and maybe then you can ask your questions during that time. Right? Is that fine? If that is fine, please write or message or put your comment as yes, that we are okay to take questionnaire at the end. Can somebody say yes or no in the chat box? All right. Thanks so much, Amrita Kale. I really appreciate the spirits from the women and the ladies, because here also you see most of them are ladies. I really like the spirit. Okay. So without any delay, let us start. Okay. Other than this, what I would like to share is, all right, what I've done is, let us look at something very, very, on the ground level, what exactly happens. All right, so we might want to talk about so many things here, and what I've done is I have just simply opened Naukri.com, and don't worry about this. My profile is always updated on Naukri because I'm very keen to see what kind of jobs are appearing and what are the various job descriptions here. All right, so I don't know, there are almost more than 900 searches for my profile. That is surprising. I don't know. All right. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll see. What I'm doing is we are beginning this with a real, hands-on, the actual picture of the industry in terms of technical writing. What exactly it is and where we are. All right. So there we are. We have pretty decent search here result. We have work from home itself. We have more than 100 openings. Remote we have 27 openings, and around 1,800 we have in Delhi. More equally same numbers in Bangalore and Mumbai. And if you see here, there are so many other cities here. Right? You name the cities here. I think technical writing is operating. Hyderabad, Chennai, Gurgaon, Kolkata, Jaipur, Vadodara, Indore, Mumbai, Noida, Pune, Coimbatore, Kochi, Lucknow, Surat. That means the opportunities are there across India, right? Not only in major cities or metros, across India, right? And the data is right here in front of you, right? I'm not trying to show something which is not there. Okay, to begin with, let us start with a very basic, let us say 10 to 15 lakhs of salary. And here you see, you have so many results here. We have Accenture, then we have Hindustan Liver or HL, I don't know. That is which company is that. We have knowledge management, then we have technical writer, contract to hire, so many. All right. And we also have within 15 to 25 lakhs of bracket of technical writers. The senior technical writers, 15 to 25 lakhs. Technical documentation developer, then we have technical writer, knowledge management again. And okay, we also have something in 25 to 50 lakhs bracket. Let us see that. Okay, let me see that 25 to 50 lakhs of bracket. How many we have? We still have technical proposal writer, that to work from home. Can you imagine, guys? 25 to 50 lakhs. All right, and this is right in front of you. Electrical and electronics, head, automotive, content writer, personal finance. You have an API documentation. We have. Okay, so all right. So what I'm trying to do is we have so many opportunities coming up. I also have opened the LinkedIn profile, and there also, if you go into the job section, you'll be able to see so many options here. If I say technical writer here, I don't know how many of you have tried this. This is pretty interesting. Not only to know about the opportunities available, but you'll also understand what is the kind of skills they are asking, right? So you have from Cisco, HealthEdge, Salesforce is recruiting very actively here. And you see here, Informatica again, very good company. We have from L&T, then I think few more companies, L&T again, and we have ABB, again, very good organization. All right. So you see that majority of, everybody, I would say rather, everybody is looking for technical writers. Why? That we will see here. Okay. Okay, so we are talking about a postgraduate program in technical writing course workshop. So over maybe in the next 40 minutes, we'll get to know what exactly it is and why it is catching up and why you should be bothering or caring about getting into technical writing very soon. I think this is a very right time to catch up. And I think if we delay a bit, maybe, I think we are definitely going to lose in the race, all right? Okay, so we are here to see the concept and opportunities. All right. So what technical writing is all about? There are a few of us. I think Pradeep is already there, who is into technical writing, and there are few folks who are into content writing. And we'll try to quickly understand what exactly it is. All right. And before we begin again, my one more request is please do mark your attendance and keep an eye on that. All right. So see, the technical writing is actually documenting or capturing complex information about products and services. Okay, what I'll do is these slides are only for references. We are not going to go them line by line, but I'll definitely put a tab on the crux of what we are discussing. Technical writing is all about breaking complex information about product and services in the most easily be understandable way for the intended user or the audience, right? What it means is it is not only about writing, it is about understanding the information and presenting it in the most simplest manner for the users of the products or services. And where it is used, well, it can be used as diverse sections as high-tech manufacturing, right from the CNCs and the high-tech precision manufacturing, and biotech, of course, thanks to the current awareness about the fitness and the medicals, that biotech is catching up very, very fast. In fact, one of the top most performing areas these days, and that is the reason the technical writing in biotechnology and medical field is getting a huge push. All right, energy as well. You talk about the conventional energies like petroleum or electric power generation, or non-conventional energies like the wind energy or the oceanic energy. Every front is getting a great push from all the spheres. Talk about aerospace, and recently with the space adventure of Elon Musk and Bezos, I think this is really going to catch up, because more and more technology evolves. More and more information is produced that needs to be conveyed to the user. Unless and until the relevant information is conveyed to the user, no product or service is going to be successful. And that precisely is the reason why technical effectively a product or an organization is able to wrap up that information and convey that effectively to the buyer, to the users, are the one who are going to capture the market. That is the reason in the fight to be the leader and to be the forefront runner of every industry, people are trying to grab technical writers, because they are the one who will understand the product and produce the information for the end user, which is actually help increasing the business, the revenues, the performance, the branding, and the image of the organization in the world. All right. Earlier, the content used to be only kind of a boring text or text or content in terms of manuals, right? So it is no longer only user manuals. So what all that we consume through social media, through apps, and through websites, through knowledge articles, through case studies and white papers, there's so much content produced in various ways. It is just not writing about the product in the user manual that you normally get, let us say, with a mobile phone, right? There's so many kinds of content that need to be produced, not only in the print form, but various forms of electronic media, for example, ebook, help files, then I would say APIs, then also say PDF or websites. There are various forms. I mean, I'll actually lose my track if I start giving you where the content is produced. All right. So what we are trying to say is not only the kind of information that needs to be produced is evolving. Not only the technology is evolving, but also the requirement to convey the content in the most interesting manner, because most of them, we spend so much of time online on internet. Definitely there's so much a fraction of time it requires to gather the user attention. So how the most effective content can be generated and published to gather most of the audience attention is what exactly all the organizations are trying. All right, so we quickly move, and technical writing is actually a skill upgrade process. All right, it is just not about writing or typing. And gone are the days where the technical writers or the writers were simply used to type. Now it's a bigger ball game altogether. It's a wonderful skill upgrade quotient for everybody, whether, let us say, people from technical background or people for non-technical background as well. So when I say technical background, let us say people who come from technical background are normally engineers, or those who BCAs and MCAs, and non-technical can be, let us say, people from the language background, let us say BA or MA in English languages, or even BSc or MSc, MBAs, finance, marketing. Everybody is required. Everybody is equally equipped or equally poised to become a technical writer. Mind you guys, technical writer is one of those very, very few professions which irrespective of your background, you can try getting into this. If I have to quote an example, while I was working in Infosys, I had two levels of my managers who were from English background, literature background. One was an MA in English, and definitely one was a doctorate in English, right? And they did not have initially any technical background. So they were still senior than me. Possibly they were drawing salary almost double than what I was drawing. So what it means is, thankfully, I think there is one profession that helps people from non-technical background as well to get into IT, which is one of the most catchy and most forward-looking technology or industry, and it provides equal opportunities to everybody, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a diploma, you have a BSc, BCom, MA, maybe MBA or MCA, BCA, everything. As long as you have basic skills, as long as you can take few courses and equip yourself, upgrade yourself, I think people have very good chances in this field. Okay, I think the scope of technical writing is tremendous. It is not only for processing documents. It can also be used for, let us say, instructional designing. It can also be used for trainings. It can be used for marketing, everywhere, wherever you want. All right. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm not really trying to go through this line. You are definitely you'll be able to make the most of it by yourself, right? And one of the basic requirement for technical writing is to learn various concepts and tools, right? Tools in the sense they are the what should I say? They are the platforms which helps people generate technology-friendly content in the much faster and efficient manner. So these are one of the very basic and the required skill for someone to get into technical writing, and hence, even if you know a good language, I think it is fairly expected that the aspiring technical writers get to know about few of the tools that are used in technical writing. All right. So we move to the next one. It says, what are the roles offered for technical writers? I mean, in the area of technical writing, what are the various roles offered? All right. So this is it is as I said, technical writing don't be the definition or the title of technical writing. It is much more beyond that. All right. Like any other good job, technical writing is beyond only writing. Like team formation, right? It involves interacting with a lot of team members across the organizations. It gets to, all right, just a second. No, okay. All right. Okay, so it is all about team formation. We also do a lot of project management and program management. There's a lot of content production also that happens as a part of this profile, and it also helps finalizing the content, publishing the content, and also gathering the content in terms of feedback, so that the company can gather insightful information about the product and services, what users are talking about the product, and how to improvise their product among so much of competition. All right. So again, I would maintain the same thing that normally the understanding is the technical writers write only through the typewriter. No, vibrant profile and role to play on this. When I joined in 2005, I joined from the scratch. Despite having around 7 to 8 years of experience, prior to joining Infosys, I almost had around 7 to 8 years of experience, but I still started from the scratch because I was very much interested in writing. And if you can make money out of your hobby or what you like or your passion, nothing like it. But within 10 years, within a span of 10 years, I think I was fortunate enough to get around 4 promotions. That is a promotion every 2.5 years. And I think in terms of percentage, within 10 years, I would have possibly jumped more than around 20 times of my salary, what I was drawing initially. Right. So tremendous scope we have in this field. All right. So what we try to say is, what is the course structure for this post-graduation technical writing? All right. So in the first module of the course, we talk about mostly about the technical writing, the basics of technical writing, starting from introduction to technical writing. What are the various processes? What are the basic nuances in terms of grammar and editing? What are the various tools that we'll be able to are there, and why specific tools and technologies are in picture? What are the components of technical writing techniques, and how to create technical document? And we also have to cover like data, API documentation, and XML, which are actually an advanced mode of technical writing these days. Earlier, only technical writing was enough. Maybe a few tools was enough, but as the technology is going, as the competition is increasing, as the spectrum of the content on this platform, tools and technologies are coming a picture, and that is the reason various concepts are evolving, which the aspiring technical writers are expected to know. All right. Then we have there are total 3 courses. In the first course talks about A to Z about technical writing, but then only knowing about technical writing is not enough. We have to know about a lot of supporting skills as well in terms of content writing. So whether it is language skills, whether internet skills is not the simple internet skill what we use to do a Google search. No, there's a lot of specialized skills required in terms of right from SEO to the user research and the audience understanding and competition analysis as well. All right, a lot of the discussion is required for the content strategy. Right, it is just not about writing something. It is just about, and it is so much more in terms of understanding what to produce, how much to produce, what others are doing, how it will be published, what will be the effect of that, and what are we, how we will gauge or measure the performance of our content and everything. We'll also be talking about technical writing, research writing, academic writing, and creative writing. All flavors also used the part of technical writing. Okay, so just a reminder, maybe please do not miss to put your attendance in the chat, right? So our support team is putting the Excel there. Please go and put your attendance. It will help us to interact both ways. We also have medical writing here, as we said, because a lot of importance and a lot of awareness about the pharma and the medical field. The medical writing is catching up very, very fast now. Earlier, medical writing was supposed to be a very specialized field where only limited openings used to be there. But now that the medical field is catching up quite a lot, as good as IT industry, there's a lot of scope for medical writing as well. So it will give you the whole understanding about the drug development process, the overview, what is the specialized area or the special techniques to writing for the medical writing, and maybe medical writing in terms of marketing and development as well. And what are the various techniques and models for medical writing, right? So these are the various concepts that are required as a part of technical writing. And we'll also be discussing about the instructional design, because technical writing basically is a part of technical documentation. All right, as I said, writing is just not about hitting the keyboards. There's a lot of, you need to know about technical writing, you need to know about the content strategy, you also need to know about the instructional design as to how to produce the content, how to place your content, and how to write for accelerated learning, how to write for an academic sessions, for example. What are the various course creation methodologies? Because you would have seen there's so much of online classes available now. So instructional design is something which deals with creating content for the instructional courses. I don't know if anyone of you would have done some online courses, then that involves instructional design, because that is where the specialists come and they apply the models and the concepts as to how the course should be, what should be the script, and what should be the flow of the content, where the content should be produced, how it should be presented, and what kind of case studies and scenarios should be, what kind of characters and what kind of story writing should be done in design, right? Then we also have simulated technical writing, right? Simulated technical writing means it's of no use if we are studying all this only on the theory part, unless and until we dip in this and get our hands dirty. I think the effectiveness of learning any subject, I think, will be far very less effective. That is the reason there's a lot of stimulated, or there's a lot of practical activities that will be covered as a part of this course. So it is whether about a usual content writing as an installation guide, or a user guide, case studies maybe, or data visualization process as well. And we will also be able to understand how to write for financial app, which is actually once again a huge proportion of technical writers in the industry, right? We also have electives where, based on your interest, based on your passion, based on your inclination, you'll be able to select elective other than all these courses. So you might want to choose, let us say, elective copywriting as an elective, or we can also select advanced Excel, which normally definitely is helpful in project management or program management. And also you can choose an elective to earn online course. All right. So when you're producing online code, you would have seen that people are actually making good amount of money. I would definitely refrain from using millionaires and billionaires. Definitely, I'm not here to give you a false information saying that you can become a millionaire within overnight or within months time. No, it is not true, right? So definitely yes, if you're interested to use your skill in and the passion about writing to generate active passive income or full-time income, you can do that, and you can choose that itself as an elective. So I would definitely would like to share that since I do write quite a bit of content, I also am doing quite a lot of activities in learning online. All right, so that is a different segment. I would not want to discuss. What I'm trying to tell you is I am also able to generate quite a bit of decent amount of money every month, just using our skill, writing skill. And I am absolutely at home. Now also I'm sitting at home. So technical writing, in a sense, any form of writing that we learn, it's a skill for life, right? Because as people grow older, after 40, 50, 60, 70, people will just not be able to move after 50, 60 years. So any kind of physical job becomes really very difficult. But writing is one such thing. I think even if the age of a ripe age of, let us say, 70, 75, if you are good, I think it will definitely give a good stage or platform to get engaged, not only to get engaged and also to earn in the old age. So I consider writing as a lifetime skills or life skills assigned. It is not only the lifetime skills, but it is also life skills, because it gives you confidence to earn, right? And with the advent of the social media and there's a lot of avenues online earning, I think I don't know if there's someone who would not want to earn sitting at home, right? So pretty good course structure all in all. And let us see what else we have. We have a bit of about the course, like what exactly is, what are the characteristics of these? These are the courses which are actually taken by the industry experts like this. I have spent close to 20 years in this industry now. So I'll also be, the part of this course myself. And the idea of this course will be, to explain the subject from a subject matter expert perspective. It is just not teaching. It is not just not teaching about technical writing, but it is making you a technical writer through this course itself. All right. And the idea is to inform about the industry, what exactly is technical writing and what it means in the real life scenario. All right. Again, I said I'm not going to go line by line. The slides are there, and definitely you'll be able to go through this. All right. The characteristics or the main attraction of this program is we will, share the, I would not say secret, because these are not a secret. We will also tell you the best practices of developing the most effective content for various platforms, whether it is as general as user manuals or the documentation, implementation, training manuals, but also for online and offline content. Let's say if you want to start earn money through your learning, I think we'll be that. So what is the purpose of this? To analyze events after the implication is it will explain how the system, a certain system failed. It is something like that, failing to become successful, right? We will also tell, what is bad writing and why it is bad writing, so that you understand what exactly is a good writing all about. All right. So there are a lot of, the characteristics followed by a specific purpose behind that. All right. So that is very, very vital, I would say, element of this program that very few others, think of, right? Because most of the, I would say, the education providers normally focus on the what part of it, but how part of it is normally missed out, and that is what I think we are specialized in at Henry Harvin. All right. We are definitely not here to teach English, but yes, we are here to tell you what is the best way to write and how to best utilize your language skills to write, because language is the foundation of this entire program, right? What is the purpose of this? It will show how a business or industry succeeds, right? You can see, you would also, I'm sure you would have seen that, some of the articles of the organizations are very good at writing, and hence are able to generate good revenues. But at the same time, some of the organizations really struggle to produce good content, and definitely are now catching up for these reasons. Now we have types of content writer. So you would have heard, you would have web content writer, you have bloggers nowadays coming up almost every day. You have social media writing to catch up the attention of the social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. Then you have copyright writers who actually are handsomely paid, making about ad and sales copy. You have experts industry writing, where that is where the technical writers come in. We have journalists also and news writers as well these days, and definitely we have creative writers to engage the audience. All right, so these are the various types of content, and definitely this particular course will be able to give you a very good insights and hands-on exposure to all of this. What are the various skills required by technical writers? Okay, I'll just show you what are the various skills required by technical writers. The basic skills are language skills, because of course this is not a stage where we can teach people English or any language. I'm not saying that the content can be produced only in English, but predominantly English being the most common accepted language across the globe. I think one needs to have a very decent skill of English writing, not only writing, the oral communication as well. A very common or interesting understanding about the subject of a new topic as well. Should be able to convey the thoughts very clearly. Should be good at attention to details, and should have a concern in terms of consistency. And we'll all that understand how it is important from the technical writing perspective. And the technical writers are also expected to have a very good aptitude, right? I don't know. Earlier it used to be like they were used to call as typists, electronic typists. The typists used to write on typewriters, and the technical writers they thought they were the one who would write on type. No, the things are gone. Now there are high-tech technical writers, they are technological writers, they are power writers, and they are the people who actually drive the bottom business, or the bottom line of the business, and generate revenues for the organization, right? You would have seen through various knowledge articles for the various companies that or the case studies or the white papers they produce, they in fact bring in more leads and customers. So technical writers are the one who actually directly contribute to the organization, as good as anything else. So no longer the software engineers or the product engineers are the one who has looked very high in organization, but technical writing is also being looked at very respectable, very lucrative, very progressive, and very fast track career, I would say. Right? Essential skills are strategy, thinking, project management, time management, people management. That is not only writing. We definitely need to be good at this, and that exactly what I'm trying to say. That it shows that technical writing is much more beyond writing. We have people at vice presidents and directors level as well, the senior topmost industry in organization, only from the writing department or documentation department. The personal skills, of course, these are common to all the profiles, whether it's communication or the team, responsibility taking, reasoning and problem solving, handling pressures and handling conflicts, and all those are the personal skills that are required. All right. Then we have scope of technical writing in India. I think it's not only in India; it is catching up across the world. Right. Scope of a lot of people are moving from different parts of the world to India, right? So in the next at least 2 decades, India is going to be the hub for many of the technologies. And that is the reason the scope of technical writing in India is going to be immense. So we are actually nicely poised at this point of time. And if we miss this train, definitely we are going to miss a lot in coming future, right? Challenge in technical writing. Most of the people feel that writing can be learned in isolation and it does not require any specialized training. That is not true actually. As any other skill, it requires a bit of hand holding in terms of, let's say, producing quality content, in terms of logically developing the content, using various tools and techniques, and which actually uses an effective content. All right. So this requires a bit of hand holding. Okay, getting started with Henry Harvin, a bit of Henry Harvin. We actually started in 2013 in San Francisco, California, and we are basically a competency development organization. We don't teach. We are not trainers. We are not teachers. We are actually a competency development organization, which will actually help people onboard or improvise their right. We have delivered more than 30,000 we have helped more than 30,000 learners upgrade their skills, and we have also helped people do self-paced learning for over 200,000 people. We have more than 120 courses. You can go to the websites and you'll see how exhaustive and how top performer we are in India. Right, we have more than 180 corporates in our bucket, and we helped around more than 100 colleges across India, including IITs and IIMs. Yes, you heard it right. We help IITs and IIMs as well with a lot of courses, and you can go and have a look at our testimony on our website. All right. So we have offices in India, Sri Lanka, San Francisco, and Beijing. All right. So that's a quick insight about Henry Harvin, and the program features. It's the PG in technical writing is actually a 6-month program, right? Because it is pretty serious. It is not only about technical writing. You saw there are 3 courses. It is about technical writing. It is about content writing. It is about the basic skills as well. It is about instructional writing, and you have the electives as well. So along with the theory and the practices, it will take almost 6 months. A very intensive and rigorous program, and which will also be supported by the internship. These sessions also carry monthly boot camp sessions to help be industry relevant and understand what exactly is going into the industry. It also helps you with the Writing Academy, which actually gives you a lot of opportunity to create your portfolio and showcase your writing skills. And we also help, because we are very closely associated with a lot of industry across India. It also gives you a lot of opportunities to get engaging assignments and real-time projects in the industry. All right. So what next? On completing this program, what is that you can expect? Learn the requisite skills of technical writing with hands-on. It is just not training or teaching. You'll actually be confident to handle anything about technical writing. And you'll be able to apply successful writing techniques in technical writing. You'll be able to assess your own strengths and weaknesses, and you'll also be, improvise to do a self-learning, which is utmost important for any technical writing. And you'll get to know, a hell lot of online platforms that were available, which can actually add to your strength or the skill sets for technical writing, right? And it will also help. This is, I think, the last point is the most important point. Is actually help you share your content with others in terms of whether it's social media or LinkedIn or sources like Medium very confidently. Because by the time you cover, you would have already had quite a bit of portfolio yourself, and since you will have a hands-on understanding as to how to produce the content, you will be in a better situation to share your content. All right, so we have some program details here. So this is actually the entire program, which consists of training, assignments and project, and certification, of course, from the Henry Harvin. It is just not about understanding and learning yourself. You need to be certified credibly from the industry leaders. So we SMEs are there, and we come with a lot of expertise and help you upgrade yourself. We have a lifetime membership, at Henry Harvin Academy, which will actually give you a lot of opportunities to cross-interact with people. We have e-learning LMS portal, wherein you can always 24/7, 24 hours, anytime you can go and access your content. We have monthly boot camp, and also apart from that, you have unlimited access to the multiple trainers to clarify your doubts and who will be able to help you out with whatever difficulties or clarifications you have. All right, this is pretty very, very exhaustive, I would say, because when I was doing technical writing, I did not have any such opportunities, right? I simply had to rely on my own instincts, on my own skills, and my own abilities to crack it. And I think I was lucky enough that time to crack it. But if it was this time, I don't think I would have made it into technical writing without a formal training, I would say. So with all these, I think it is pretty much worth it. I would say our team has underplayed this the price. I would definitely put this price close to 75 to 80,000 rupees in the current market, in fact, for all of this program. But I think since we are introducing this, and we definitely want more and more people to get advantage, I think the current offer is around 39,000 is what we're putting about, and that is, I think, worth investing in ourselves to make a life out of it, to make a career. All right, so I definitely would vote for it. Please go through, think about it. I think it's a pretty decent price, considering all the features or the add-ons we are providing to upgrade someone into technical writing. All right, so actual price close to 59,000 rupees, but currently being offered at almost discounted prices of 20,000 rupees is at 39,000 rupees. That's fairly interesting, I would say, right? And we can talk as much as we want about Henry Harvin, but let us, the credibility or our past performances and the reviews about our say. You can check our reviews and Quotas and Google as well, which are there from the students who have taken these classes. You will get to know where we stand and how they have been benefited through our various programs. All right. So we are on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. YouTube also we are there. If you have marked your attendance in the chat box, I think you'll be able to get these links in the form of the slides as well. All right, so do leave your attendance here, and I think our team will be able to reach out to you to give you more information on these. All right, so this is what we have to produce at this point of time, and this is the coordinates of our supporters or the moderators or counselors. Do reach out to us on these numbers: 901-5266-266, or the other number is 9891953953 to talk to our counselors. And in case you have left your coordinates, definitely we'll try to reach out to you to understand what is that you want to know, and in case you have any queries. We also have a very simple email here for you to remember: hello@henryharvin.com. Just drop maybe a one-liner of what is your query, and our counselor will definitely come back to you in the shortest possible time to address to your queries. All right, so please do leave your attendance here. Do mark your attendance from the link in the chat box, and make a note of these numbers. And if you have left your attendance in the chat box, we'll do our best to reach out to you. If not, you can also reach out to us through the simple email to remember. I repeat, hello@henryharvin.com. All right. With this, I think I will keep the session open for the questions you may have. You can put your questions in the chat box, and we can take these questions one by one. Right. So please do make a note of the coordinate, the numbers which are there on the slides. You can call them directly, and our counselors will be able to help you. So yes, open to all you guys. You can put your questions in the chat box, and I will take the questions one by one. We have about 10 minutes to go. Anyone? Or what we can do is, okay, let me check if it is possible, or you can unmute yourself and also ask questions. I think that is also fine, because we do not have too many people, unlike all the sessions here. So yeah, you can also do that. Perhaps you can unmute yourself and ask your questions using your mic. Any questions? Say yes or no at least.
No.
Yes, please go on. Is anyone there? Anybody wants to ask the question? No questions?
Hello, Gopal. This is Vidya.
Yeah, hi Vidya, good evening. Yeah, go on. Ask your question, Vidya.
So, first of all, thank you. And I had a very informative session here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Technical writing. See, to talk about myself, I'm a digital marketer for the past 5 years, but eventually, somehow my skill sets are more into content writing. So now I've been placed as a content writer. So my responsibilities are like technical writing as well as web content writing. I'm more into text side, so I'm just clueless here. And the course which we are speaking, in the session, I saw some medical writing. Is there any way we can swap the modules? Like, is it a structured one, or can we opt for any elective other than this, which you have?
No. This is the medical writing is the part of the module. It is not elective. That's a common. Right, so it's a part of the module. That's a common that will be taught to everybody, because it broadens your possibilities to get into technical writing. So that's a common one. Electives are different. So what we showed from the 3 electives there is about the Excel and the creative writing or the copywriting, and earning money from your writing. Those are 3 electives that you might want to do, but the rest of them are common. And talking about you being clueless about technical writing, yeah, it may be because content writing and maybe the digital marketing does not cover the concept of technical writing. Technical writing is altogether different, and that is why it is specific, and it is specific style of writing. So it is very obvious that even though you are a content writer and have been writing for digital marketing, it may be slightly difficult to catch up with technical writing if you do not have some basic understanding of the concepts and the tools. So yes, it will be relatively easy if you have already have some experience through content writing. But yes, as it says, it is technical writing. It is just not generic writing, and that is why it is in demand. So and that exactly is the reason that you might want to consider the good courses like this, and definitely Henry Harvin will actually help you stay through the dilemma or the clarifications or whatever the gap that is you are facing between your content writing and technical writing. So that is the reason I think that is the reason why you should be considering such or a similar course on Henry Harvin. You might also want to explore Henry Harvin, and maybe something similar courses are also available there. So that I leave that up to you, and even our counselors will be able to guide you on that.
Yeah, I hope that sounds like a plan, because I'm seriously considering the technical writing part. Since digital marketing, I hope you understand my dilemma here, because I haven't had any courses or any formal training with content writing. Somehow I managed with my skill sets, but I would really like to improve my scenario in the technical part. So that is why I'm considering. And as you said, if I could have a conversation with your counselor, I think we might come to some options.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, I really appreciate your point. See, as I said, while I was explaining my own case, see, I was lucky maybe 20 years back or 20 years back to get into technical writing here because of my experience in writing and maybe my above average skill set in writing. That time I'm talking about, the tools and technologies were not so complex. All that was expected that that you should be good at language, you should be able to write clearly and precisely. And once you get into the organization, they might do a hand holding and on the job training would happen. But now that the tools and technologies are changing so fast, and there are so much of platform on which the content needs to be pushed, people normally at least expect that you come with certain amount of understanding from technical writing in terms of the concept, tools and technologies, and some kind of portfolio already that you have to prove that not only you can write, as you said, only writing on, let us say, content is not sufficient. What kind of content can you produce using the tools and technologies on various platforms is what is more expected from the employers now, and that is the reason such courses will definitely help you. And of course, the certification that you have from industry accepted people or like Harvin, I think it definitely adds to your portfolio and your profile. I would say you definitely will have a better edge compared to others, and that's my honest opinion.
Sure. I've already submitted my request on the website, so guys, it's up to you.
I think that's a very good positive.
Please do give me a call back, and I have some other things.
Somebody of the counselors will definitely reach out to you maybe sometime. All right. Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah. Thanks. Thank you so much, Vidya, for asking this question. Anyone else? We have Pradeep, Prashant, Sandhya, Ritesh here. Anyone have a question here? Right, we'll wait for, you can also put your question. Okay, Pradeep is asking, how does software technical writing is different from engineering, products, or documentation? Okay. Okay, that's very interesting questions. And I also recollect, Pradeep, that you carry around 8 years of experience in technical writing. But still, I'll answer your question. The software technical writing is different from engineering, products, documentation. Is there are various forms of the content that need to be produced. What happens is, for the engineering products, it's a physical form. It's a physical form which is easier to write, because the only thing that is required is to depict or illustrate that product and write about that, and you'll also be able to see or visualize that product in front of you. I can definitely relate to that when I said, because I'm also a mechanical engineer, and I started writing for the amusement rides industry. Amusement rides industry that you see in the entertainment park or big parks, maybe the roller coasters or the various pneumatic and hydraulic rides that you have. So I started writing with that, and that's pretty very easy to say, right? You switch on this, you maintain the bearings, you play with the pneumatic and hydraulics, and it is very easy to understand. But when it comes to software, there's a lot of front end and the back end documentation that happens, right? You talk about the technical part of it, you talk about functional part of it, you talk about testing, you talk about quality, you talk about user experience. Then you have so many case studies and white papers on so many things. So it has it is a wider spectrum, I would say, right? The fundamentals are the same. I guess you are possibly into some technical documents for an engineering product, and that is why maybe you're asking these questions. So I definitely can relate. Yeah, I definitely can relate to you, Pradeep, because I myself was doing that earlier. I was writing for practice. I was writing for agricultural implements. I was writing for power tools with grinders, cutters, and peelers. So from welding equipments to electronic cranes and hoists, and earth moving equipments, that is from JCBs, from Volvos, and the tractors, right from Mahindra and Mahindra to John Deere to New Holland, and even a bit of agricultural equipments as well. I was writing. Yeah, this is a whole lot of difference when we write IT, because it is more of the concept, it is more on the experience, it is more of the on the application, the front and the back end side. The major difference being when you write for engineering product, it is there right in front of you to visualize, right? But when you talk about application, this is very virtual. You really can't touch it, right? So you have to understand from many perspectives, from product, functional, technical, quality, testing, and all that. And that is the major difference in writing, and that makes a whole difference between writing for engineering products and writing for IT products. Yes. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, good, very good. All right, I think we are good to take a last question here. You can also put your question here, or if not, if you're hesitant to ask any questions, don't hesitate. Take a chance. reach out to our counselors, or they will definitely be able to help you understand better what exactly do we do. All right. So one last call for the question. All right. In case no questions, then we're good to go. Thank you so much. Thank you all for sparing your time and understanding this interesting career prospects. And I hope to see you in the coming session. And all the best and have a good time. Bye-bye.